Hello everyone. What you're looking at here is what is left of the dress that I cut up a couple weeks ago and sold, and it was called, or is called, River. And I cut up the train. The train was, I think, it was at least 9 feet long, and it had these gorgeous gold edged or silver edged with sort of goldish color thread appliques, and that's what remains here on this dress. I am going to zoom in a moment so that you can see some more detail. Unfortunately, in my room there is basically no way that I can show an entire dress. I can't get back far enough in the room to do that, and I haven't got a dress form right now, and I don't have anywhere outside that I can hang it up, so I'm kind of hamstrung at the moment. But this is the just gorgeous River dress. This one was unusual both in terms of the appliques, which are the only ones I've ever had like this, but also in that it had the completely detachable train. And when you took away the train, you left with this actually beautiful dress that is, I think, actually quite timeless. So I am selling this dress as is. Now, I have looked, I'm not seeing any flaws on it. There's a little bit of dirt, which I will show you I'll show you the exterior sort of dirt. Just what you would expect from a dress that may or may not actually have been used in a wedding, but almost certainly was tried on in a store, okay? So I am looking to sell this as is. If I don't sell it, then I will in fact be cutting this up. And I know people go, oh my goodness, how can you do that? Well, wedding dresses do not sell well as far as being sold for the dress for people to wear. They just do not sell, okay? Women want to have a new dress, usually, I think, is the biggest thing. They don't want a used one. They don't want one that somebody else already had. And even though they could get fantastic deals, they just don't sell. I mean, there are absolutely amazing dresses out there at really great prices that nobody wants. So, having said all that, so this dress, I couldn't tell you what size it is either. I did look, there was not a tag on the inside. It is an Alfred Angelo gown. It is cream satin, and I'm going to zoom in a minute so you can see the details on the appliques. This bodice here is boned. It is strapless. There is some dirt inside, like you would just expect from wear. I don't think I see any specific like makeup particularly, but you know, just normal sort of grubbiness. The hem, and I'm going to actually pick up the hem and bring this over so you can see it. That's what the hem looks like, and it is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Now, if you flip it over, there are going to be places where it's going to look a little dusty, a little dirty, but you know what? There's really not that much. It's actually pretty clean. Oops, and there it goes. That's another problem I have. Okay, so that's what it looks on the flip side. Since the dress fell down, I'll just show you the back as well. There's not much to see on the back. It is very, very plain and simple. It does have the buttons, but the buttons are just for show. There is a zipper there, okay? And then the dress just comes down, and you have that, just the hem. So on the front, you had the panel, and that's what I'm going to zoom in and show you a little bit better too. Hang on one second. I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to show you this because it's not showing up terribly well, but there's a sort of a panel there of appliques. There we go. Okay, so that goes up probably 2/3 of the way up the skirt towards the waistline. Let me zoom out again. So this is my beautiful river dress. Now, if you are going to have this in order to cut it apart for the appliques, which I think is perfectly legitimate, what I will do is remove this underneath, because there is this nasty scratchy tool and there is a slip under there. That takes up so much room when you ship a dress, okay? So for sure, if you're going to cut it up, let me know and I will get rid of that and I'll ship it to you just the dress, as just the outside of the dress, okay? If you wish to display this dress, because it is actually more than beautiful enough to display if you have a craft room that you like to keep that something pretty in, then let's talk about that, because that underskirt can make a huge difference in terms of shipping cost. I just shipped a dress. Now, it was a lot bigger than this. The cheapest I could get it to ship it from we're on the West Coast to the East Coast was actually just over $40. This dress, I'm guessing, if I keep the petticoat in there, is going to be close to that, probably around $30, $35 across the country. If I take it out, I think I can fit it into a flat rate box, which would be significantly cheaper. So bear that in mind. And finally, you want to know how much I'm asking for this gorgeous dress? I am asking just $40. Yes, just $40 for this beautiful dress. Okay? Basically, I cut so many appliques out of that train. I'm just tired of it, and I get bored after a while. I'm like, I want to move on to another dress. So rather than having to do all like cutting out all this stuff, I'm like, oh, let's see if anybody wants it. So if you would like this dress, if you're interested, just put a request below, please request below. Send me your email address. If I don't have it, you can do that by sending me an email privately, and my email will be in the description box. And as I said, but just bear in mind, it will cost a bit to ship, okay? And I'm perfectly happy to ship this international as well. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed me sharing this beautiful dress with you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.